It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Wednesday, the 17th of January. I'm Michael Groff. Mild weather, dry conditions will prevail for the rest of the week, but as we head toward the weekend, we'll see cooler weather coming on in here as a trough passes mainly north of Arizona. Could we see any rain with that feature? And how long does the cool weather last? Well, let's get out there and talk about it this morning. 74 degrees was the high in the valley yesterday after a morning low of 51. And outside right now, here at just before 7 a.m., we've got mostly clear skies in the valley. We start out at 54 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 25, humidity 32%. The winds are light, and the barometer 30.20 inches and steady. Temperatures across south central Arizona is 47 at Buckeye. That's about the coolest location around. Most of us in central Phoenix are in the low and middle 50s. The water vapor satellite view shows an area of high pressure still across the southwest, gradually being worn down by Pacific weather systems. In the east, it's a Clipper system that's dragging down some very cold air all the way to the Gulf Coast. Here's the watch warning map, and you can see winter weather advisories, wind chill advisories, and hard freeze warnings along the Gulf Coast. They had snow in Biloxi, Mississippi, Mobile, Gulf Shores, Alabama yesterday. It is snowing in places like Dothan, Alabama, and around Destin and Fort Walton Beach, Florida. They've had some light snow in those areas today. All right, on the convective outlook, obviously with that Arctic air in place, no organized severe weather, no convection expected across the contiguous United States, and rainfall around here for the next 7 days. Probably nothing for us here in the valley, maybe some very light precipitation in northern Arizona. And we'll talk about this, what's going on here as we get out to the models and break it all down for you. Here's the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The upper look at 18,000 feet. And there's that high pressure area still across the southwest, a west-northwest flow today. Some high clouds down at the surface. We'll call it partly cloudy with highs this afternoon, low and middle 70s. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the 40s and low 50s. And then tomorrow, more of the same, partly cloudy skies and highs in the low to mid 70s. Friday, we've got a trough entering the Great Basin. And so some breezes pick up across northern Arizona. But for the most part, we'll just keep it partly cloudy and dry here in the valley with highs likely in the mid 70s. Now, Saturday, that trough begins to pass by to the north of Arizona. And how much moisture we have around here, that's still a bit of a question mark. But it looks like the preponderance of the models seem to indicate that the vast majority of the moisture and dynamics stay north of Arizona. But could there still be a light shower around through the day? And I think so. So enough to say a 10% chance of rain here in the valley. Even if we see something, it would be extremely light. Not a situation where it rains all day at all, but that chance will be there during the day on Saturday. It'll be breezy and much cooler with highs in the low and middle 60s. Sunday morning, we start the day out in the low 30s in the cold spots, low 40s in the mid-city, and then highs climb back into the mid and upper 60s. On Monday, we're mostly sunny with highs in the upper 60s and low 70s. Tuesday, about the same thing, around 70 to 73 with partly cloudy skies. Then a week from today, Wednesday, the 24th of January, the models have really backed off on the idea of troughing across the west, and now it looks like a mainly zonal flow for us with highs again, maybe just a tick above average, low 70s or so. Here's Thursday, the 25th, more the same, ridging off the west coast and kind of just a general west-northwest flow in place. Maybe some high clouds, otherwise mostly sunny days and mostly clear nights with, again, highs low and mid-70s, lows 40s and low 50s. And then this is the end of the 10-day forecast period. Friday, the 26th, more of the same. Trough heading into the nation's midsection, but all of that's going to pass well north of Arizona. Nothing around here, sensible weather-wise. And let's check the temperatures coming off of the GFS ensemble through the period. And it looks like we will see that dip in temperatures this weekend. And the next week, highs go back above average. And we don't see any real major indications that we're going to see rain anytime soon. No significant pattern changes. More of a progressive kind of zonal flow with these systems passing mainly north of Arizona through the period. And that's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video is going to come back here tomorrow morning. And if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there. Have a great Wednesday.